Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is going to be a love reading for the sign of Pisces, and it should run for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So I've laid out a spread, and at the bottom of the deck we have got Six of Pentacles. This is a shared energy. This is the card of reciprocity, if you like, or equality and balance. I suppose it's the minor arcana version of the Justice card, which is the Scales and Libra. So this is something to do with what you are owed, potentially. Interesting. I'm going to see what's underneath that. Actually, I saw the next two. Let's have them all. Right, so we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Empress, and also the Nine of Rods. Yeah, so it looks like you're coming to the end of the road with something. Nine of Rods is sometimes called the Wounded Warrior. This is feeling like, well, a bit like you're downtrodden or you can't cope with anymore. The Empress obviously is a wonderful feminine energy. Don't be put off by that if you are a masculine watching this reading, particularly if you're a Pisces masculine, because Piscean men do tend to be able to tap into their feminine energy fairly easily. That's probably the best way of putting it. So it's something to do with having reached or you're nearing the end of something that potentially has not been quite fair for you, or you're reaching the end of something because you haven't received what you were owed. I think your feminine energy here, the Empress, if we just think for a moment about the Empress and the Six of Pentacles together, the Empress is the support for the Emperor, okay? And they have a good balance between them. Their relationship is balanced. She balances out his masculinity with her femininity, if you like. So potentially the balance between masculine and feminine energies might have been off recently, and you might be either too much in your feminine energy or not enough in your masculine energy, and trying to get the balance right has caused, I think you've sort of lost energy and sort of been a little bit upsetting and unsettling is what it feels like, what I want to say. So those are the overall, that's the sort of theme, if you like. Not fully being in a balanced energy, potentially masculine and feminine energy has been off. So you've either been being too passive or you've been too aggressive. You know, to be honest, Pisceans struggle with being aggressive. So I wonder if really you've been being too passive, even for you. Right, let's go to the centre of the spread, and what is the crux of the matter is King of Cups. Well, this is your card, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is a Pisces individual. The problem with the King of Cups is that often, even if he knows how he feels, he does not always act on how he feels. He is sometimes a little bit hazy about how he feels or what to do with how he feels. Knowing the best way forward is not something he's particularly good at knowing, and then carrying out a plan, not great at that either. I'm not saying that you aren't great at that, but this is the energy of this card, King of Cups. Just not very sure of himself. I suppose actually that does work with what we were saying about the balance being off at the start, that really you've been in your feminine energy and your masculine energy has really sort of struggled, I think. Not moving a love situation forward. Wanting to offer a cup of love to someone, but not doing it. What's crossing the King of Cups is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a serious energy. It can refer to religion, it can refer to marriage, stability, traditional values, right and wrong. So the King of Cups, if you wanted to offer your cup of love to someone, hang. Perhaps the person you want to offer your cup of love to is already married. That's one way of looking at this. Or perhaps you daren't offer your cup of love feels like you can't, or you shouldn't, or you won't. You're not able to offer your cup of love. There's some sort of fairly major barrier in the way, which is slowing you down. Let's have take an extra card and see. 2 this time. We've got, wow. Well, this is exciting. We've got the Magician and the Fool. Now, these are 3 big major arcanas here. So the King of Cups can't offer his cup of love because he doesn't want to take a leap of faith. No, that doesn't sit right, because the Fool is coming with the Magician. So it's like you're manifesting a new way of life. You want to take a leap of faith. He wants to take a leap of faith and move forward, but he isn't, because, yeah, why aren't you? Why aren't you? There is an element of fear here. I mean, the Fool is a fearless card. The Magician is also a fearless card. This is the card of manifesting what you want, getting what you want. But this Hierophant feels fearful. It's creating an element of fear. So you want to offer your cup of love to someone. You want to take a chance. You want to get, you feel like you have manifested this situation into being, and you really want to act on it, but you're a bit scared. Now, I'm not quite sure why you're a bit scared, but I'm guessing we will find out as we go along. What's crowning the situation? Well, it's interesting. The Sun. This is the best card in the deck. This is everything working out. This is life is being great. You are lucky. You have everything you need. You've got, there is nothing wrong in your life. You've got good health. You've got a home. You've got a family. You've got whatever it is you wanted in your life to be good and happy, you've got. Now, don't forget, we've also got the Magician. So you've managed to make a really good life for yourself, is what it feels like. And that is obvious to everybody. But you're scared of something. So let's look underneath and see what the problem is. This is what is not revealed, what is not obvious, what is secret and or hidden. So underneath, the looking like everything is great on the surface, what is underpinning that is that you are heartbroken. You are heartbroken. The King of Pentacles, this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, masculine. Might be a slightly older man. Stable, secure, financially stable. This could be you. This could be it could be you talking about the fact that even though you've got everything you want, you are heartbroken. And what came with it is the 10 of Rods. This is the card of putting down burdens. Now, don't forget, we already had the 9 of Rods, which is the wounded warrior, which links in very well with the 3 of Swords. Something has caused you a lot of pain. Some sort of heartbreak has left you in a weakened, wounded condition that you now want to change. The 10 of Rods is a putting down of the burdens. The 9 is feeling wounded and like you're nearing the end of your tether. The 10 is reaching the end of your tether and stopping whatever the problem is. And the King of Pentacles. It potentially, this could be you, or it could be somebody who's caused you heartbreak. There is a slight but here. Potentially you could have caused yourself some heartbreak as well. There's something, this is not a wistful man at all, but there is something wistful about his expression here that is telling me that this heartbreak has really done you in. Now, the fact that it's in the underneath position means that either other people don't know about this, or it could be that you're not acknowledging it in yourself. It could be that you are too big, bold, proud, confident an individual to recognise that actually you have been going through some sort of emotional turmoil that has left you heartbroken, and that needs to change. Could be that. It's not terrifically clear. I think we'll take another. Well, this is talking judgment. This is waking up. Four of Wands for me is a twin flame card. So it could be that you've woken up to the fact that you've been in a very, very strong soul connection that you previously hadn't recognised, which now you have recognised is causing you some heartbreak. Or it could be that this is a very much past energy that you are trying to recover from. It could, yes, it could be that. It could be that this is from the past and that other people don't realise how badly affected you've been by something that caused you heartbreak in the past and you are still trying to recover from it. Could be that, actually. Might be that. Yeah, could be. Right, in the past here, we've got the Strength card. So it's something has been a struggle in the past, I think. I think that the situation with the very strong soul connection or twin flame connection not only left you in a weakened condition and left you heartbroken, also left you really struggling to sort of understand it, I think. I think perhaps you didn't understand what the connection was, and now you're sort of awake to the fact that it was a really strong connection, and now you know that that's why it's been affecting you so much and why you are heartbroken is because it was this twin flame connection or a very strong soulmate. I think I'm going to put those there. Well, they're sort of halfway between the past and what's hidden, really, so I'll leave them like that. And the good news is you have woken up to the fact that this was a strong connection. You have woken up to the fact that it has left you heartbroken. And regardless of how it looks to other people, you know you are a little bit vulnerable still. So that's what you've been working out. In the future position, it could be that you're in a 2-year cycle. It could also be that you're going to be weighing up your options in the future. I mean, the nice thing about weighing up your options is that it generally means you've got more than one option. Let's have a clarifier for the Two of Pentacles in the future position. Oh, the World. Yeah, that's nice. These two go really nicely together. This is actually broadening your horizons. The World is an ending and a new beginning as well, and it's nice and neat and tidy. It means that you've got options that you are assessing in the future and that you can leave the past in the past. It sort of means you've tied up all the loose ends, and so the situation that has left you heartbroken in the past that you have now recognised, that situation is not going to be travelling with you. You've come to the end of that road. And now it means that you are able to move forward into a new phase where you've got options and you are able to broaden your horizons, go out into the world, travel even. It's a new phase anyway, which is really good. I mean, actually, if you look at the sun and the world together, you would struggle to find better new starts than those two as a combination, because the world is, well, the world is your oyster, as the phrase goes. It means, in a way, it means that you're really ready to move things on, and it's going to be a good thing. Yeah, nice, really nice. In the personal position, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of building and of growth, really. It can literally be building something. We've got quite a lot of pentacle cards here, I'm just noticing. So this could be that in a personal way you're building your wealth. I did sort of talk about being a financially stable figure, and this could be adding to your wealth. You're building on your foundations. So I think it feels a bit like you've laid the groundwork for something and now you're able to build upon that. I think this sort of is linking in with this Judgment card. You've sort of woken up to the facts of the situation. You're now able to move things forward in a personal way because you've recognised what was in the past. In the home position, we have another Pentacles card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow moving knight, but he is moving. This is steady, careful energy. So in the home position, that would be, I think we're going to need a clarifier for that. Why do we have the Knight of Pentacles in the home position? Building something at home, maybe. If you're having a house built or you're renovating or something. Ooh. Well, somebody is coming in with a cup of love for you, a big offer. Aces are always divinely presented. And what that means is it's time for you to have a big cup of love. It's time that it was offered to you. I wonder if you were expecting something sooner and it's been a long time coming. What it feels like is that in a way, this knight was not able to offer you what he wanted in the past. It was something to do with the living situation, which has now changed. So maybe he was living with somebody else, or he was in a relationship where he was living with somebody else. It's something like that. The home position has changed. And now he's able to come forward and offer you a cup of love. In the hopes and fears position, we have the Hermit. This is fearing that you're going to be alone forever, which you're not. And, well, it's either that or you're hoping to be alone. I don't believe that's the case. I think you want to be in partnership. And you're fearing you won't be in partnership. And that could be stemming from your own inability to move something forward. I don't think it's going to matter, because I think because of the manifesting you've been doing, I think that the offer is coming to you. I think the offer is coming. And so I don't think your fears about being single and alone for a long time are valid anymore, because this knight is coming forward. But he is slow, so you might not have had any hint of it yet, which is possibly why you're fearing being alone. The outcome. Well, we have Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. Temperance is Sagittarius, which is sort of energized and adventurous, I suppose. The Ace of Pentacles, it's another ace, another divinely presented card. You are owed some money. You are due a windfall. It's coming. A large sum of money, or a new home, or an engagement. So you could be moving home, because both these aces refer to home. This ace was in the home position, and the Ace of Pentacles is a new home. So you could be having a new home and a new love all rolled into one. Wow, that would be amazing. It sort of is linking in with the world, in as much as Temperance is an angel. And I feel like maybe you're being nudged to move something forward, which is where we started at, with you feeling like you couldn't move something forward because you were a bit scared. I think you're being nudged into forward motion by this angel here. For your own good, because you've got a great outcome. You've got this Ace of Pentacles. So why wouldn't you be encouraged to move forward? I'm still not sure what you're scared of. But I took 3 extra cards, so let's just have a look at these. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That is another new start. We have the High Priestess. That is intuition. And we have the 8 of Swords. The High Priestess and the Hermit are more or less the same energy. One being masculine, one being feminine. But in this case, the High Priestess really means a bit more, because she's your card. So she's the Pisces card. At the start, we were talking about being in your right energy, possibly not being in enough masculine energy. But we've got the High Priestess, which is very much a feminine energy again. And if you look at these two feminine energies, these are the two most powerful feminine energies. And you've got both of them going on currently. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new start. It's the end of one phase and the start of another. It is like the world. It's not exactly the same as the world, although they have a very similar meaning and outcome. The difference with Wheel of Fortune card is that it's time. It's divinely presented. like the Ace of Cups, like the Ace of Pentacles, and like the Angel of Temperance, it's being given to you. The situation is going to roll on as a wheel would do in any case. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. You are going to be very fortunate, Pisces, I feel. You're going to be fortunate in finances, and you're also going to be fortunate in love. I don't think it feels like you're fortunate in either of those situations at the moment, but you are going to be. And I suspect your intuition could tell you that if you were able to tap into it. The problem, I think, is that you currently feel like you haven't got what you want, even though to everybody else it looks like you have. So that's quite interesting. So you've got a lot of positive cards here, but you're not really feeling them. Now, why are you not really feeling them? Why do we have 8 of Swords here? Unless that is the timing card, and that's 8 days, but we don't really know what's changing. I think it might be talking about really tapping into your intuition. To clarify the 8 of Swords, we now have the Knight of Swords. It can be a fight or a battle. Somebody comes in to cause problems. If we go right back to the start, where I was saying you were feeling scared, I can see this now. You're fearful that something, this is sort of in your mind, I think. You're fearing a battle, and you're fearful of a permanent outcome almost. And so you're feeling a little bit stuck. I don't think you've got anything to worry about. You've got great cards. You know, if we go back to the very start, we had the King of Cups in the centre. This is a Piscean energy. We've got taking a leap of faith and manifesting what you want at the centre. We've got everything working out for you. We've got the end of one phase and the start of a new phase. We've got a cup of love. We've got a new home or a large sum of money. This is all hinging on guidance. You're being guided to push forward in a certain direction, and you're not really following your intuition terribly well. You're a bit scared that you could end up with a problem, and you're sort of stuck in this energy. Well, if we go back to the very beginning, where we said you were the wounded warrior, where you were suffering from heartbreak, where it was time to change the situation and move things forward in your best energy, where you need to wake up to the facts, and you have. And the very first card we looked at was the 6 of Pentacles, and that talks about getting what you're owed. And so actually, I'm not sure you need to be fearful. I think you're encompassing your best energies this month, next 4 to 6 weeks. And whatever it is that's leaving you feeling scared, I think you can just leave it behind you and make good progress forward to a better situation. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.